But whatever be the letter of the Constitution, in practice there are not many examples where the President has voted the state laws. The only example has been the Kerala Education Bill, but here also the centre obtained the advisory opinion of the Supreme Court before sending it back to the state legislature for suitable amendments in the light of the court's opinion. Parliament's power to legislate in the national interest under Article 249, Parliament is empowered to make laws with respect to every matter enumerated in the state list if the Rajya Sabha passes a resolution by two-thirds majority that it is necessary in the national interest. There cannot be any objection to this provision. First, no one will deny that if a subject in the state list assumes national character, Parliament should make a law on it. In normal course, this cannot be done unless the Constitution is amended. But in this provision, we have devised an expedient way by which, without formally amending the Constitution, we can achieve the desired effect, namely, the acquisition by the centre of the power to administer and legislate upon a subject which has assumed national importance. Secondly, it should also be noted that this power is given to Parliament by the Council of States itself by passing a resolution supported by two-thirds majority of the members present. Thus, in effect, by this device, the Constitution is amended by the agreement of majority of the states. We therefore fail to understand how Article 249 places the state in subordinate position. Parliament's power to form new states and alter boundaries of existing states. The Parliament of India may form new states. It may increase or diminish the area of any state, and it may alter the boundaries or name of any state. Under bracket Article 3. The very existence of the state thus depends upon the sweet will of the Union government. The power conferred on Parliament to make territorial adjustment is better explained on the historical basis. The Government of India for the first time established federal polity in India. It deliberately created the constituent units of the federal, although they had no organic roots in the past. The framers of the Constitution were well aware of the peculiar conditions under which and the reasons for which the states were formed and their boundaries were defined, and so they deliberately accepted the provisions in Article 3 with a view to meeting the possibility of the redistribution of the state territory after the integration of Indian states.